Hi dear friends, welcome back. So in the previous class, you people have already studied that what is meant by equivalence class. What is equivalence class? Suppose R is an equivalence relation depend on a particular set, any set A. Then this set is divided into the number of subset. How we are going to divide these number of subset? There are, for example, n number of subset we can divide it. How do you divide these n number of subset? In a such a way that it satisfying the three condition. Every element of this particular set A1 is related to each other. Every element of A2 set are related to each other in the same set only. This is the first condition. Similarly, second condition. What is the second condition? No element of the one set is related to any element of the other set, vice versa. And similarly, third case. What is the third case? If you take a union of all these n number of subset, we will get the whole set A. And if we take an intersection, we have to get it as a null set. If these three conditions are satisfied, then only you can say that these subset, whatever the subset you have written, those are the required equivalence class of the given relation. Very simple definition. Based on that, one example already solved in a previous video. Now one more example. What is a one more example? Means let L be the line which contains all the lines in a xy plane. Then R is a relation depend on that set L defined as relation is defined. How the relation is defined? L1 comma L2. How the L1 and L2 are related? In a such a way that L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is parallel to L2. Is an equivalence relation, we need to prove it. Apart from that, find the set of all the lines related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. First of all, let us prove that a given relation is a equivalence relation. Okay. So relation is defined. How the relation is defined? L1 comma L2. That is L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is parallel to the line L2. So L1 and L2 in a such a way that L1 is parallel to L2. Okay. So first of all, reflexive. What is the definition of the reflexive? So any one element belong to the given set, then A comma A must be present in the relation. So I just consider let L be the line or L1 be the line belong to the given set L. Now can I say that L1 comma L1 is present in the relation R? Check it. How? L1 comma L1. How the relation is there? L1 comma L2. L1 is parallel to L1. A line is parallel to itself. Can I say that? A line is parallel to itself. Yep. Yes, obviously we can say that. Therefore, L1 comma L2 is present in the relation R. Therefore, we can say that R is a reflexive relation. Very simple way. Next, second thing, symmetric. What is a symmetric? To discuss a symmetric, two lines L1 and L2 belong to the set L. Choose the one of the order pair which is already present in the relation R. L1 comma L2 belong to the relation R. So L1 comma L2 is nothing but L1 is parallel to the L2. L1 is parallel to L2. Now can I write this statement as L2 is parallel to L1? L1, a line 1 is parallel to the line L2. Similarly, line L2 is parallel to the L1. Obviously, from this statement we can say that L2 comma L1 is present in the relation R. Therefore, we can say that R is a symmetric relation. R is a symmetric relation on satisfying this condition. Okay. Next, third case. What is the third case? Transitive. Come for the transitive. To discuss the transitive, we have to take the three element. So transitive. Consider the three lines. Let L1, L2 and L3 belong to the given set L. Choose the two order pairs already present in the relation R. Okay. L1 comma L2 is present in the relation R and L2 comma L3 is present in the relation R. Okay. L1 comma L2 is present in the relation R is nothing but L1 is parallel to the L2. L2 comma L3 is there means L2 is parallel to the L3. Just observe that here is a line L1 is the and here is the line L2 is there, and one more line I just consider the L3. L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L3. L1 and L2 are parallel, L2 and L3 are parallel. Now what about the L1 and L3? Obviously from these two statements we can say that L1 is parallel to the L3. L1 is parallel to L3 means obviously L1 comma L3 is belong to the relation R. L1 comma L3 is belong to the relation R. Therefore R is transitive. R is transitive. R we just got a reflexive, symmetric. Hence what we can give the final conclusion, relation R is a equivalence relation. Relation R is a equivalence relation. Hence one part of the question is over, showing that equivalence relation is over. Now come to the next point. What is that? Find the set of all the lines related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. So here given one line. What is the given line? Y is equal to 2x plus 4. It is a given line. What we need to find? We need to find the set of all the lines which are parallel to this line. Set of all the lines which are related to this line. So all the lines which are related to the line, this one. So this line I just name it as a L line. This line name it as a L. So what is the slope of this line? Slope of the line L is equal to how much? 2z. They only given that I need to find all the lines related to this one. So this is the line L is there. Another line I just consider the another line. This is the small l and I just consider the capital L. Consider the another line L in a such a way that y is equal to 2x plus c, where c is the any real number. Why I just consider another line in this way means it should be satisfy the given condition. What is the given condition means? So relation L comma capital L, small l comma capital L must be belong to the relation R. How it is must belong to? Because related line is required. What are the lines are related to this one? What are the lines are related to this one? One line is related to the another line. In the same way I need to find it. So the given line related to this capital line, that we can say that. So L is parallel to. So how these two lines are related? Parallel. So L is parallel to the line capital L. Small l line is a given line parallel to the capital line. So parallel. That's why I just consider that the slope of this line is this one. These two are parallel means obviously slope will get it as a 2. Then so what are the lines which are present in the plane? Only this line is there which is parallel to the given line L? No. So here general point is there C. C is nothing but this is one line. Here already I have drawn the lines. So lines are there. These are all the set of all the lines which are parallel to the given line. Suppose this is the given line is that these all lines are parallel to the given line. Only thing the C value will be interchanged. Remaining slope is same for all these lines. So slope is same for all these lines because the parallel lines are there. Slope is equal. So that only thing the y-intercept, C is the y-intercept, the line is changing. So that reason y is equal to 2x plus c, provided that slope is same. So what is the required line which are related to the given line? The required lines which are related to the given line is y is equal to 2x plus c. Y is equal to 2x plus c is the required line, provided that c is the any real number. That's all. So if we did this much, we will get the 3 marks. Here sometimes they directly only used to ask that particularly 1 marks question or a 2 marks question, find the related to the line. They used to give that in such case R is a equivalence relation, then find the related line which are related to the y is equal to 2x plus 4. Either any of the way they might have asked it. Okay, anyhow, so better to note down this one, and I just go to the next problem. Show that each of the relation, show that the relation R on the set A is equal to x such that x is any integer, and apart from that 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 12. Defined by, on this set A relation is defined A comma B such that mod of A minus B is a multiple of 4 is an equivalence relation, and find the set of all the elements related to the 1. First of all, let us prove this given relation is a equivalence relation. Okay, set is given. What is the set? Set x is any integer, and apart from that integer there is a infinite set is there integer. Apart from that again a restriction is there on the x. What is the restriction on the x? X must be lies in between 0 to 12. That means we can rewrite the set. What are the integers in between? 0 is included, 12 is also included. 1, 2, 3 including the 0, 3 so on up to 12. There are 13 elements are present in the given set, and relation is defined. What is the relation? A comma b. How the a and b are related? In a such a way that mod of a minus b is a multiple of 4. Mod of a minus b is a multiple of 4. We can convert in a roster form of this one, or else we can directly proceed it. Okay, first one. So let us check the reflexive condition. What is the reflexive? We can easily get it. Okay, anyhow, reflexive means let any one element, generally I am just talking, so a belong to the given set A. This a might be taken any of the number. Okay, do you have the a comma a is present in the relation R? Okay, how this is? Mod of a minus a, which is becomes a 0. Can I say that 0 is a multiple of 4? So 0 is a multiple of 4. Can we say that? Which means that can I express a 0 in terms of multiples of 4? Usually multiples of 4 means you just write that 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20 so on. These are also multiples of 4. Here either a positive integer or negative integer, if you neglected or if you reverse way if I went, then what happens? Minus 4, minus 8, minus 12 like that also it continues. So here we can express a 0 also a multiple of 4 manner. What is a multiple of 4? 4 into some integer. 4 into the some integer. So 8 can be written as 4 into some integer. 0 can be 4 into some integer. 12 can be 4 into some integer. 4 into 0, m is a integer. 4 into 1. And 8 can be 4 2s are, 12 can be 4 3s are, 16 can be 4 4s are, like that we can express. So in the same way 0 also we can express in the form of multiple of 4. So we can easily say that therefore it is belong to the relation R is a reflexive relation. R is a reflexive relation. Next, second case, symmetric. What is the symmetric? Let A and B, any two element belong to the set A, choose the one of the order pair which is already present in the relation R. I just chosen A comma B is present in the relation R, which implies mod of A minus B is a multiple of 4, is a multiple of 4. Okay, better to write in a words only, is a multiple of 4. Multiple of 4, can I write in that equation manner? That is 4 times of some m. M is the any integer, multiple, whatever the multiple of 4 we can get it. Similarly, in this modulus sign only, I just take inside the modulus sign, I just take the minus is common. So again it becomes a 4m, provided that nothing is a change in this one. So mod of minus 1 is same as the mod of 1, or a mod of minus 2 is same as the mod of plus 2, whatever. So here also we will get the b minus a is a multiple of 4. B minus a is a multiple of 4. According to the condition A minus B is a multiple of 4, we have a comma B. So B minus A is a multiple of 4 means what we can write? So B comma A is belong to the relation R. Therefore conclusion, R is a symmetric. Therefore R is a symmetric relation. Okay, A comma B we have chosen and we have verified that B comma A is also present in the relation. Now let's go to the next point. What is the next point? That is the third case, transitive. What is the transitive condition? So transitive means choose the 3 element and belong to the given set and take the 2 order pair which are already present in the relation R. Okay, for this I just consider 3 element A, B, C belong to the given set A. Choose the 2 order pair which are already present in the relation R. Okay, A comma B is present in the relation R and B comma C present in the relation R. A comma B is present in the relation means mod of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Can I write multiple of 4 is nothing but 4m, provided that m is the any integer. Similarly, b minus b comma c, mod of b minus c is also multiple of 4, that I just written 4 times of n, provided that n is any integer. Now, so what I just do means I am just adding these two value 4m plus 4n. So 4m plus 4n, what is the 4m plus 4n? That is nothing but mod of a minus b plus of b minus c, plus b minus c get cancelled, mod of a minus c is left hand side 4 is common, m plus n. Can I say that again mod of a minus c is also a multiple of 4? Yes. How? Check it. 4 into integer plus integer, 4 into any integer will get the multiple of 4. Obviously this is also multiple of 4. So from this we can easily say that a comma c is also present in the relation R, and so relation R is a transitive relation. So we got a relation R is reflexive, symmetric as well as the transitive. Hence the relation R is an equivalence relation. Relation R is an equivalence relation. We just got it. Next thing is, one part of the solution is over. Next part of the solution, what is that? Find the set of all the elements related to the 1. Find the set of all the elements related to the 1. Whatever the elements are related to the 1, which is nothing but we need to find the equivalence class containing the element 1. What is the meaning of this statement or sentence? The set of all the elements which are related to 1 is nothing but equivalence class containing the element 1 we are required to find it. Okay. So already the equivalence relation we just got it. Now I just consider, let A be the any element belong to the given set A. A be the any element belong to the given set A. Apart from that, how this element I just chosen, that means such that this element I am just chosen related to the 1, a comma 1 is belong to the given relation R. I got my point. This one, how I just chosen this element, I need to find the what are the possible values of this A, I need to find it. Okay. So how this point is, how this element is related to the 1, because I need to find that elements which are related to the 1. So that reason, whatever the elements are related to the 1, we will get it. 1 related, we can easily get it. So a comma 1 I just chosen. Though a comma 1 is belong to the relation, means what we can write, mod of a minus 1 is a multiple of 4. Multiple of 4 is nothing but, again I write the 4m, provided that m is the any integer. Okay. Now mod of a minus 1 is a multiple of 4. What are the multiples of 4? I have already here, results are there. But these multiples of 4 we have to choose a value. That a value must be choose from out of these values only, out of this set only, because a belong to the set A is there. Okay. What are the possible values might be get it? Okay. Possible values might be get after simplification. Either we can get the 4, 0 or a 4, 8 and 12 and the 16, like that we can get it. So here on replacing a value, what are the possible values we can get it? Either any of the value of a we need to choose it. How to get that value of a we are required to get it? Nothing but, so here only the 16 is not possible, 16 is out of this one. Okay. Anyhow, 0, 4, 8 and the 12. So this is a minus 4, either a 0 or a 4. A minus 1 is either a 0 or a 4 or a 8 or a 12. We have to get it. From this, what is the a value? A value just add by all the number, 0 plus 1, 4 plus 1 and 8 plus 1 is 9, 12 plus 1 is 13. So possible required elements which are related to 1, what are the values? Either 1 or a 5 or a 9 or a 13. If you chosen, suppose if you chosen the 16 plus 1, 17. This element a value I just got 17. Do you have a 17 here in this given set? There is no, it is not present in the given set. Therefore 17, this 16 it is not possible to take. So leave it. So what are the possible element which are related to 1? A is related to 1, that is nothing but these are the numbers which are related to the 1 with respect to this relation. So equivalence class containing an element 1, we just got it. What are those? 1, 5, 9 and the 13. we can make the pair of any number in this set, will get that order pair is already, or that order pair will present in the given relation. 1 comma 5, 1 minus 5, 1 minus 5 multiple of 4, 1 comma 9, yes 8 is multiple of 1 comma 13, 5 comma 13, 5 comma 9, whatever the number you can make the pair, that pair is already, or that belongs to the given relation R. This is exactly the meaning of related to the number or equivalence class containing element 1. Okay, so I hope you clear about this equivalence class. Two more problems are there, we just try to solve in the same way, we will get the answer. Okay, now regarding this is all about the relations. So relation concept is over, we solve the remaining, and one more point is there in the relation, very important. For 1 mark session they used to ask the question. How they will ask the 1 marks question means, next point is very important for the 1 mark session. Give an example of a relation which is reflexive, neither symmetric and nor transitive. Earlierly, whenever they given a relation, we have just verified that reflexive, symmetric and the transitive is there or not. In this case, what we wish to do means, on satisfying the given condition, we have to give a one relation. Okay. Then what is the particular condition is here means, that relation should be satisfied the reflexive, neither symmetric nor a transitive is there. Okay. It should be the reflexive, and it should not be the symmetric, and it should not be the transitive. On satisfying that condition, you just write a one relation. While solving this type of problem, make sure that first of all a set is chosen or not. Particularly we have to choose the one general set. I just consider the first 3 natural number. Okay, write the relation. How I am just going to write? It should be the reflexive. What is the reflexive definition? For all any element belong to the set A comma A must be present in the relation. Okay, 1, 2, 3 are all present. So that pair 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 must be present in the relation R. So already it is present. Okay, if I check this one for the symmetry, obviously it is a symmetry as well as the transitive, but I should not get the symmetry. Symmetric condition should be pale. So symmetric condition should be pale is nothing but I just chosen the 1 comma 2. Then to say that symmetry 2 comma 1 is required. Do you have a 2 comma 1? No. Symmetric condition is fails. Okay, required condition got. What about the transitive? It should not be the transitive. Do you have a transitive? How to check the transitive? Each and every order pair we have to check it. Check the each and every order pair. Starting element is a 2. First order pair is 1 comma 2. Starting element 2. Yes. A comma B, B comma C. 1 comma 2 is the. And similarly 1 comma 1 first order pair, second order pair 1 comma 2, A comma B, B comma C, A comma C is there. Yes, it is not satisfied, so I need to pale it. So again I just write the 2 comma 1. If I write the 2 comma 1, again it becomes a symmetry, but it should not be the symmetry. For that what I just do means, I just add the one more relation, that is one more order pair 1 comma 3. In the 1 comma 3 check whether it is a symmetric. 1 comma 3, A comma B is there, B comma A is required, B comma A is not there. Check the transitive. What about the transitive? So 2 comma 1, 1 comma 3, A comma B, B comma C, 2 comma 3 is required, 2 comma 3 is not there, it is not a transitive, hence the required condition we just got it. So given relation, we just write the example of a relation which is satisfying the reflexive, not a symmetry, not a transitive. Yes, reflexive is there, it pales in the symmetry. Where it pales? 1 comma 3 is there, 3 comma 1 is not there. Transitive means 2 comma 1, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3 is not there, it pales in the transitive. That's all. Are you clear about this one? This is how we have to write the example. Similarly, symmetric, neither reflexive, next example, neither reflexive nor transitive. So symmetric, it should be symmetric, neither reflexive nor transitive. It should not be the reflexive, it should not be the transitive. Set is very important. without writing the set, if you return the order pair or a relation, that will carry the 0 marks, because particular set is very important. You compulsory write the set. I need to write the relation, required relation. It should be the symmetric. Symmetric means one order pair is present, another order pair A comma B, B comma A. Is it a reflexive? A is belong to the set A, but A comma A is not there. It is not a reflexive. Okay. Next, what about the symmetry? Symmetry is required. Is it a symmetry? Yes. A comma B, B comma A, B comma A comma B. Yes, symmetry is satisfied. It should not be the transitive. Check that. A comma B, B comma A is not there. A comma B, B comma A comma A is not there. Therefore, it fails in the transitive. Therefore, required result we got it. Are you clear about this one? This is how we have to write the example. Next one, reflexive and symmetric, reflexive and symmetric, but not transitive, but not transitive, but not transitive. Reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. Okay. So check it. What happens here? I need to write the relation which is satisfy the reflexive, symmetric, but not a transitive. Again, I just write a one set A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, whatever the number you just choose it. Better to choose the small numbers. Okay. Relation I am just going to write. It should be satisfy the reflexive and the symmetry, but not a transitive. That means 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 is required, because it should be satisfy the reflexive. Symmetry means 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 is that. Yes, it is satisfy the transitive. On second, and again I just write the 1 comma 3 and the 3 comma 1. Here also it satisfy the transitive or not transitive. Check it. So reflexive is over, satisfying. I need to check the transitive. Transitive means check that 2 comma 1, 1 comma 3, A comma B, B comma C. 2 comma 3 is belong to the relation or not belong to the relation? Not belong to the relation. Therefore, it fails in the transitive. Yes, obviously it satisfy the symmetry, nothing to worry. So this is the required relation which is satisfying the reflexive and symmetry, but not the transitive. Hence, this is how we have to give the examples. Are you clear? Very simple thing, and 1 mark session they are going to ask this type of question. Very important. Now, let's take a next point. This is all about the relation. Relation is over. Now let's move to the second exercise concept, that is particularly functions. What is the functions? Functions. So to discuss the function, first of all revise the definition of the relation. What is the definition of the relation? A and B are the any two non-empty set. A and B are the any two non-empty sets are there. Then R is a relation. R is a relation. It is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. R is a relation. It is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. This is the definition of the relation. We know that. Now, next thing here also again the same thing. Let A and B are the any two non-empty set. Then the relation, I just consider one relation. Let F is a relation. I am just consider F is a relation. This relation is said to be a function. When it is said to be a function, relation should becomes a function. When it becomes a function, that is the condition is that every element of the set A, every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B. Every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B. Then only we can call that a relation F becomes a function. What is a function? A and B are the two non-empty set. On those two non-empty set, a relation is defined. What is the relation? F is nothing but subset of the Cartesian product. That relation is becomes a function. First of all, it should be a relation, then it becomes a function. When it becomes a function, whenever every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B. Set A ಒಳಗಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು? only one image it should have. Image. Are you clear? Or else instead of telling that image, you can say that every element of the set A has uniquely related to the set B, uniquely related to the elements of the set B. This is the definition of the function. Let's take the pictorially. I just take that. Suppose the set A, set B. Set A contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains A, B, C, D and the E. Generally I am just taking just for a better understanding of the function. Okay, suppose it is relation is that, how that related? 1 comma A is that, 2 comma B, 3 comma C and 4 comma D. There are order pairs are there. What are the order pairs are present in the relation? Yup, relation 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma C and the 4 comma D. This relation is said to be a function when it is every element of the set A, every element of the set A has a unique image. One has the image, it has a uniquely related to the elements of the set B. Uniquely related to the elements of the set means one element 1, how many element 1 related to the how many element? Only the one element. Element 2 related to the how many element? Only one. Element 3 is related to only one element. Element 4 is related to only one element, and every element of the set A, every element of the set A has uniquely determined or uniquely related to the only one element in the set B. Obviously we can say that yes, it is a function. Yes, it is said to be a function. I just call it as a F1. Are you sure about this one? Every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B. Similarly, another example I just consider. Same thing a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 set A and the set B. It is said to be a relation F2. And here A, B, C, D is 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to C. Whether is it a function or not a function? Do you have every element of the set A has related to or unique image on the set B? Every element is not related. Why? Because 4 is left. 4 it do not have any image, therefore it is not a function. So F2 is not a function. F2 is not a function. Why it is not a function? 4 which do not have any images. What is the particular point you must remember here? Here one we can say that 1 has the image A. 1 has the image A. Similarly 2 has the image B. 2 has the image B and 3 has the image C and 4 has the image D. Similarly reverse way also we can say that. How do you say that reverse way? Reverse way is nothing but A has a pre-image. A has a pre-image 1, A has a pre-image 1, B has the pre-image 2, C has the pre-image 3 and D has the pre-image 4. Images from the left side to right side, images from the right side to left side, pre-images. Are you clear about this one? So every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B, but here element 4 do not have any image, therefore F2 is not a function. Now I hope you can understood what is nothing but a function. Now I just write one ray diagram. Let's clarify. Just tell me the answer whether it is a function or not a function. Suppose F3 is the relation, how it is related. So for example, same number I just consider. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to C, 4 is related to D and 4 is related to E. Okay, whether it is a function or not a function, check it. Just read the definition. What is the definition of the function? What is the definition of the function? Every element of the set A has a unique image on the set B. Unique image, or else we can say that one and only one image. One and only one image on the set B. Is it satisfy the function? Is it satisfy the condition? Can I say that F3 is a function or not a function? What is your answer? Yes, it is not a function. Yes, it is not a function. Why it is not a function? Because the element 4 has the 2 images. Element 4 has the 2 images, therefore it is not a function. I just write the F3 order pair. What are the order pair? 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma C and 4 comma D and 4 comma E. Suppose ray diagram is there, we can easily determine. Whenever order pair is there, that way also we can determine. It is not a function. Why it is not a function? Because element 4 has the two images. Element 4, what are the images of element 4? One is the D, one is the E. Therefore, but our condition is only the unique image, but it has a two images, therefore it is not a function. Are you clear? Okay. So just mention the reason why it is not a function, because element 4 has the two images, therefore it is not a function. Next thing, whenever they are given a roster form, in such case how to decide that whether it is a function or a not function? Whenever the roster form is given, the first element of the order pair should not be repeated. First element of the order pair should not be repeated. If it is repeated, then it is not a function. Here 4 is repeated, therefore it is not a function. F3 is not a function. Why? Based on this condition. Why? Because first element has the two images. One element has the two images. 4L has the two images. So first element is repeated, that's why it is not a function. Just hint to recognize whether it is a function or not. What is the hint? First element should not be repeated to become a function. If it is repeated, then it is not a function. Are you following my point? So first element is repeated, then it is not a function. If a first element is not repeated, it is a function. Check it. First element of the order pair is not repeated. Any more order pair is present in this relation which starting element as a 1? No, only one order pair. Starting element as 2, only one order pair. Starting element 3, one order pair. Starting element 4, only one order pair is there. Such cases it is function, and in this case it is not a function. Are you clear about this one? Now can you recognize the next example? Yes, set A is there, set B is there. I am just going to write the F4 is the relation. How that is there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and A, B, C, D, E. 1 is related to B, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to B and 4 is related to C. Now tell me whether it is a function or not a function. Tell me whether it is a function or not a function. Now, just think over it, read the definition. Definition is there. Function or not a function? Yes, obviously it is a function. Yes, F4 is a function. F4 is a function. Are you getting confusion? No, just read the definition of the function. What is the definition of the function? Every element of the set A, or every element has the images. How many images it has? Has a one and only one image it has on the set B. What are the images of 1? Image of 1 is B. Image of 2 is B. Image of 3 is B. Image of 4 is C. Obviously, the element 1 has only the one image. Element 1 has only the one image. Obviously, it is a function. Are you sure my point? Element 2 has the only one image. Okay, nothing. I think you are getting a confusion. Why? What is the exactly? B has the how many? 3 pre-images. B has the 3 pre-images. I am not talking about pre-images. I am just talking about only the images. Are you clear my point? Images and the pre-images. 1 has the image, 2 has the image, 3 has the images. A has the pre-image 1, B has the pre-image 2, C has the pre-image 3, D has the pre-image 4. Just very carefully note down what are the images, what are the pre-images. Are you clear about my point? Pre-images and the images, very carefully just understand. Now what do you say about this one? Whether it is a function or not function? Yes, obviously it is a function. Why? 1 has only the one image, or else another hint I just given. What is that? In the order pair, first element should not be repeated. Yes, write the order pair. What are the order pair are present in the F4? F4, 1 comma B, 2 comma B, 3 comma B and 4 comma C. Is first element is repeated anywhere? First element is not repeated. That's all. Obviously, it is a function. Have I mentioned it? If the second element is repeated, then is that I am just deciding depending upon the second element. No, I am just deciding based on the first element. Based on the first element, it is not repeated. Obviously, it is a function. I hope you can easily clear my point now at right now. So I hope you people have got my point. I think now I just write the few more example. Let's tell me whether it is a function or not a function. Next, one more relation, one more function, I just write it. What is that? Previously F4 is over, now F5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and A, B, C, D. Now 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to C and 4 is related to C. Whether it is a function or not a function. Every element of the set A, every element of the set A has the unique images. Yes, obviously it has the unique images, therefore F5 is a function. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, set A, set B, I just write the F6 and A, B, C, D. 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B and 3 is related to C and 4 is related to D. Whether it is a function or not a function. Yes, every element has the related, has the only one image. Obviously, it is a function. F6 is a function. Are you sure? Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4 and A, B, C, D. 1 is related to B, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to B, 4 is related to B. So, tell me whether F7 is a function or not a function. Yes, obviously F7 is a function. Why? Every element is related. Obviously, it is a function. Okay. So, these are the particular examples of the function. Just for understanding purpose, I just written the ray diagram, or else if they given a roster form of the relation, based on that one, how to decide that it is a function or not a function. First element is repeated, then it is not a function, that it becomes only the relation. Are you clear about this one? Very important definition, that is of the function. What is the function? Let A and B are the any two non-empty set. On those two set, a relation F is defined. Then that relation F is said to be a function. When it is said to be a function? Whenever every element of the first set has a unique image on the second set. Every element of the set A has the one and only one image on the second set B. Then only it is said to be a relation, becomes a function. Just mention all these ray diagram, just note down it and note down the definition of the function. Okay, I just stop here and pause the video. Just note down images, pre-images, you note down. All the ray diagram is just note down. Okay, I just stop here. The types of the functions are there, and the types of the functions will be discussed in the next video. Okay, thank you.